Well, this is a video about my co-star, Wolf. He's coming from his home to come see me. Come on, Wolf! Just like Lassie. Right on cue. Haven't seen you for a while. Been a few days. You look pretty happy. Oh yeah! You coming? Well, this is a story about my buddy Wolf. Right, Wolf? Wolf's not my dog. He lives next door over there. I think his real name is Sam, but he doesn't respond to that name here. He's been coming to my farm since, I think, the early part of 1997, and I believe he was about 2 years old at that time. The neighbors told me they got him from an abused dog shelter for injured and abused animals. The story goes he was hit by a car before he was 1 year old. I don't know if he was chasing it or what he was doing, but he was injured and the people couldn't afford to get him fixed up, so he was fixed up well in care at this shelter, and they sold him off afterwards. Well, now he has a pathological desire to chase cars and bark at them, but not street cars with license plates that are quiet. He knows the difference. Only cars that are loud or destroyed. He loves cars just to hate cars. It's kind of a weird situation. His favorite sport, other than chasing cars, is biting the tires. He pops tires with one bite. He likes to do the passenger side so you can't see what he's trying to get away with. He knows he's being bad. We always yell at him and he tries to hide and do it with you when you're not looking. He especially likes to do that when visitors come to the farm and they don't know what he's up to, and he'll quickly pop all their tires. Won't you, you bad dog? Right? Wolf now is about 13 years old. He's a half lab, half German Shepherd. He has the typical problems that old German Shepherds get, which is sore hip joints or worn out hip joints in the rear. He doesn't understand what's wrong. It's kind of slowed him down. He can't run as fast. So he's always licking his hips, thinking he's going to make himself better. Unfortunately, I can't have any cats here because Wolf is a small animal killer. He's the world's friendliest dog, but never bother a human, never bark at a person. He's a terrible dog. He's a terrible guard dog. He won't even bark at a stranger pulling on their property or my property. When Wolf sees a small animal, a squirrel, a raccoon, a possum, a groundhog, a cat, he chases it. He can run 45 kilometers an hour and he always gets them if they have no tree or hole to go into. Grabs them by the back of the neck, shakes them, and kills them instantly. He's not even interested in eating them. He takes and hides them somewhere sometimes, waits till they get smelly, and then he rolls in them and chews on them, then wants to come and sit on your lap and be your buddy, and he stinks like hell, don't you? We rarely feed him. He's the best co-star in the world. He works for free, little or almost no food, but he still keeps coming back. He won't even go home for a whole weekend until we go home, and he'll stay here without food. The neighbors used to come over and try to reclaim their dog every time he came over here, worrying that he'd be hit by a car again. They gave up after a while and decided, well, the next step was to get him castrated, neutered. Well, they did that. The next day he was over just the same. It didn't change him one bit, but poor dog, to give all that just for us. Wolf's really smart. He knows what you're saying. He just chooses when to obey you or not obey you. He's self-cleaning. He just loves to get covered in mud. It doesn't bother him one bit. And he cleans himself like a cat. He even deburrs himself, picks them all out, and throws them on the ground. And if you show you've got burrs on you too, he'll pick them off for you and throw them on the ground too. He'll even help you. By us through thick and thin, and we're going to miss him when he's gone. The average life of German Shepherds is 15, 16 years, so he might only have a couple years left. He used to be able to run at 45 kilometers an hour for 3 hours straight, chase any animal, 3, 4, 5 farms. That's 100-acre farms he would chase an animal. But now he's slowed down. He can only run a fast burst for a short distance, and then he'll hang around the building and wait for someone to come passing by and chase him for a short distance again. Well, when Wolf's gone, I'll have to have some cats up here, and a different kind of co-star, but none will replace my Wolf.